You've seen this before. Here we go. It's Saturday. I checked out the status board. They had 3 cases there on their last one. And it's actually going, so I don't have to worry about work. So I remembered that they do Carson Coffee down here on the other side of town. So I'm gonna grab some hotel breakfast and go do that. Yeah, cars were not very interesting today. I was just late. Pretty much everybody was gone, so I snapped a couple of these cars that I thought the boys at home might find slightly interesting, but slightly is the key word there. Although that Cobra was pretty cool, and this, whatever it was interesting. All right, on we go. Let's see if we can capture this. I'm not sure where we can. I have never noticed this coming over the Ravenel Bridge, the many times that I've come over the Ravenel Bridge. I've seen cargo ships, but I've never seen a cruise ship. And there's one here, but you know, the customs people will be like, why is that guy filming? Yeah, it's a big old Carnival cruise ship. And there's, I mean, cruises come here. I did not know the cruises stopped here because there's a permanent, you know, brown and white touristy destination sign that I passed to direct you here to the cruise ship, and I guess people are getting on. Looks, there's a lot of cruise looking people here, and we're right by, you know, right by Market Street and the Customs House, and therefore the market. So I just have never been down here to see that this was a thing. No clue. Somebody was on this elevator with way too much perfume on. I drove down here at night once, remember? And I said, boy, I bet this is kind of scenic during the day. Well, it is kind of scenic during the day. I am on my way to the Middleton Plantation, which is actually just past the Magnolia Plantation, and also Drayton Hall, which that sign just told you about. Drayton Hall is actually the most historic preservation trust. It is, in fact, like the real deal. Most of the other places, the homes have been lived in and reconstructed and things like that, but Drayton Hall is authentic. It's not furnished. Middleton Place, 4 miles, that's where I'm going. It is not restored, Drayton. All right, so I'm meeting some folks from work. It is Saturday, a little after noon, just a little after noon. As you saw, the car show was kind of a bust, and then I grabbed a snack at the hotel in my room, some leftovers, and because it's lunchtime, and now I'm heading here to meet these people. We're gonna meet at noon. And I'm late. I'm just running late because I had that snack. But we are kind of out in the country, slow. Visit Magnolia Plantation, America's oldest garden. People are in fact stopping to go to the Magnolia Gardens. Yeah, so this is what it looks like out here. I'm on 61. Like I said, I've been on this road before at night, coming back from dinner with a colleague a couple of weeks ago, and went, oh, is that where this is? Yeah, cool, Magnolia Plantation, 1676, Royal Judge John Drayton. So Drayton Hall is named after one of the folks. Yeah, old plantation, Old South, real deal. Somewhere out here too is a smaller plantation. It's actually several thousand acres, owned by the family of somebody that works at the hospital. And I'm about here. Welcome to Middleton Place, equestrian 1 mile. I don't know where I'm going. And it's if you're looking out this way, there have been a lot of gates and stuff to either side. So these still family-owned plantations exist, and they mostly use it for timber. Here's one, a road, and it's 3 miles down a dirt road that direction. 3 miles. Let's see. I know I'm going to the Gardens House Museum. Okay, so a half mile. Sorry, reading signs while I'm doing this. So yeah, pretty cool. So they used to have a caretaker who lived in the caretaker's house, and that person is no longer doing it. And so they, to do some of the rehab, she said, basically they have to do some timbering. We have to bring in some income before we can, do the expenditures. So it's still happening, folks. Still happening.
Okay, we'll go the other way. Or I'm just leery about.
Look, it's a little tiny gator. Okay, I've been remiss of the video because I've just been with people, right? So they've got a lot of things happening on the weekend. That is a huge pan where they're cooking down the sugar cane that they had a horse twisting the press down and getting the juice out of, right? There's a guinea hog, there's laundry being done, there's soap being made, pewter being poured. It's all pretty cool. But you know me, I don't do the filming in front of people. And now we're in the barnyard, and who knows what I'm walking on? Probably manure. Let's join the crowd.
I needed to walk around to get the shot that I wanted of the horses. Couldn't get it from where we were sitting, so let's take a walk out into the middle.
There's some large boats over there. Some very large boats. That's, you know, Charleston proper, of course, across whatever this river is. Excuse me. I'm curious about this one. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in. This thing there. Kind of a square houseboaty looking thing. All these boats that are anchored in the waterway. It's like they've got a parking spot, and that's its parking spot. So you go over that bridge, you're like, hey, look, there's that square thing. The parking lot you're looking at below it, of course, is the parking lot for this restaurant, California Dreamin', which is designed to look like Fort Sumter, and that's my other part of my view. And of course, I'm right next to a freaking, pardon my language, harbor as well. What's it called? Whatever it's called. But yeah, over here, look at the size of those things. Look how big they are. Yeah, big stuff. All right, I am just kind of chilling. It's 5 something, I don't know, going on 6. Had a bowl of ramen soup, as you saw, noodles. And I think some folks are probably gonna want to have dinner now that we're all like, you know, many of us are off. If I want to know who's off, I would have to go check the schedule, and I don't feel like turning on my work computer this evening. So I'm just gonna enjoy this while I can. Well, we got some action down at the parking lot. I have no idea what's going on. It's funny. Skateboards, but she's filming herself just like I'm filming her. I mean, I don't want to be weird about filming, but this whole little strip is kind of cool. So I realized how kind of easy to please I am. I look at a place like this and go, oh, that place looks cute. Does it? It just has lights and stuff. So lights get me. All right, I am gonna head back towards the hotel. I have no idea what part of town this is called as we go to James Island-ish. But that little strip was cute, so I'm just gonna turn around and go back the correct direction. But I wanted to drive past that place and make my little comment of this realization, this epiphany I've had about myself, is that I'm just too easy. I'm like, oh yeah, look at that, there's lights. We should go there because they have lights. It could be a horrible place, but they have lights. And again, this thing not having a night mode that I'm not aware of, I got to figure that out. Although I got like 5 more days in this truck, but it's obnoxious how bright this is at nighttime. It's distracting. Always. Trying to think I'm the only person that uses this stairwell. I know that's not true. I did see one other person do it one day. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Gotta go grab some breakfast items and listen to church. Cool. Last Sunday in Charleston, and then last week. Today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, I know it's not a great view. I have finally gotten my butt out of the hotel and am heading to just the outlets again, the outlet mall, because this is the only, like, you know, over covering sweaty kind of shirt thing that I brought. I mean, I've got shirts and I got t-shirts, but this is the only thing, and I've been wearing it the whole time. So I'm feeling like I need something else. But I put the call out, you know, amongst the small group of folks that I was at the Plantation with yesterday, and somebody was working and somebody went somewhere else, so it's just me. Also, I went to like trim with the trimmer that I bought while I was down here, and I accidentally went straight for this spot without a blade guard on it, so now I've bared my chin and I can feel it. I can feel the air. This is not going to make the lovely town of Mrs. Happy when I get home, and this is what I look like though. All right, I have a green light. Nobody's moving on what's going on. All right, see ya. We'll talk again soon. Starbucks, I have to ask. It's just me in this vehicle. Why did you give me this? Why did you give me this? Because now I have one additional piece of garbage, and where am I going to put this, right? What am I going to do with this? I don't need it. Why? You were handing it directly to me. Add my car in the drive-thru. All right, we'll tuck it in the little what's-its-call-it. Of course, I naturally put it right where my mouth is going to go, so that ain't going to work. Chai tea latte. It really is so good. I mean, I know it's sugary, syrupy, sweet, and all that. But it's delightful, lovely, delicious.
You rebel. So when I was at Cypress Gardens,
Friend, that's where the sidewalk ends, not where the parking space ends. I mean, and there is a curb. Well, just had a meal, and there's a car that literally pulled up onto the sidewalk and then left it there, coming out of the restaurant in their Audi. I thought they had just pulled forward and didn't realize there is a curb. So they pulled up on the curb and then kept going. And they're like, it's funny, completely obstructing the sidewalk. All right. Am I out of focus? I look like I'm out of focus. All right, oh, there goes the light, which means time to drive. Tip I learned from my oldest brother. You figured this out too. If you actually put your seatbelt on before you start the car, they don't ding at you for having your seatbelt off. Oh, look, there's a bright white light. I'm so well lit. Imagine that. Where is it coming from? Yeah, helicopter just flew overhead. And as we all know, that's never a good thing. Gotta lock the truck, I should say, and go inside. This is beautiful. Well, that was weird. Somebody got off the elevator and it was already punched for 4. But it stopped for me at 3. Let's go.